So we need also to understand with the aloof, because we can get into start feeling that, well, I'm responsible, I have done something and he's not talking to me, so we have to get rid of the responsibility thing, like in the victim, the same thing. The need to control, have to get rid of that with the aloof person, because knowing is the first step to controlling. And that's why I want to know everything that's happening around us. Because when we control things, we feel safe. You see, and when we're not in control, we don't know what's going to happen, we don't know what other people are thinking, we feel insecure. Okay? So we need, how can we feel that way? Trust in God, trust in God's plan, trust in the other person, trust in life, trust in our own ability to face whatever may happen. The unexpected, that I can, okay, there may be unexpected things happening, I can face them, whatever they are, I have the strength. So these are some of the beliefs which, if we develop them, we can handle the aloof person in a different way. We can say to the aloof person, I would like very much for you to share your feelings with me, your needs with me. I respect that you don't want to do that now. It is important for me that you do it, and I want you to know that I'm always here and would love very much for you to share with me, but I'm going to give you your space, and I'm not going to badger you. And I don't want you to interpret the fact that I'm going to stop approaching you and asking you to do this as indifference. It's not indifference. I'm just respecting the fact that this is what you want. And let him experience that alienation, and let him decide by himself to get out of it. Because as long as we pressure him, he's not going to come out of it, you see. If you give him his space, well, hey, he'll start feeling lonely. Well, she's not badgering me anymore. Maybe she doesn't care. What, she got someone else? What's happening here? And then he starts to show interest, you see. So don't pressure the aloof. It won't work. So one main question we have today is, who are the main characters in our lives? Our parents, our spouses, our children, our siblings. What roles do they play? How do I engage those people? Do I get into the role of the intimidator? Do I get into the role of the interrogator? To the victim or to the aloof? How do I respond to them? And which beliefs will help me to free myself from those responses? Except for that, we also want to see what roles we play, because we are not exceptions to the rules. What roles we play in order to control the people around us and get energy from those people. And what beliefs make us play those roles, and which beliefs will free us from playing those roles. We want to find two sets of beliefs. Beliefs which will free us from playing the roles ourselves, and beliefs which will free us from getting engaged in the others when they play those roles. You see? So now you can see why we have discussed the Celestine prophecy before we continue with the emotional harmony, because emotional harmony is all about beliefs. Okay? And now you can see the importance of beliefs and how important it is to change our belief system so that we can get free from the negative effect of this kind of relating. Both our own initiated kind of relating and our responding to other people. So I'd like to share with you some suggestions from James Redfield from his book, The Celestine Prophecy, and then we'll work with a questionnaire which we have for you for today. Redfield suggests, first of all, that we stay in the present. When we have someone in front of us, try to forget what has happened until now, because we often cloud the present with the past, and we're not able to see what is happening because we are projecting all of our previous experiences with this person and with other people onto what is happening at this moment. to try to avoid it, try to see the present and get rid of the fears of the past. Just one more as we turn this. So stay in the present. The second is to be authentic, to be real, to be yourself, to be true. That is, to make an I message. Say that I'm feeling hurt, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling upset, I need more respect here. Be true. Pay attention to your feelings and express them. Fourthly, listen actively. That's active listening. Listen to what the other person is saying and clarify. Many problems are created by misconceptions, by not understanding what the other person has said. And if there's the slightest doubt that you have understood what the other person has said, ask. I frequently find the need to clarify 2 or 3 or 4 versions in my mind of what the other person means by what he has said. And I need to ask. One technique which can be employed when we see that we have frequent conflicts or communication problems with a person is to employ what is called Rogers' Rule, named after Carl Rogers, a very famous psychologist who has been the father of active listening in psychology. And he says, when there is such a situation, that you should employ the following rule. When A speaks to B and says something, B should first of all re-express to A what he heard A say before he answers. And then when B answers to A, before he answers to B, has to say to B, you just said this. And so that each time, before we answer anything or say what we have to say, we have to first of all repeat what we heard the other person say. This is extremely important because often we are not listening. We are formulating our ammunition. Okay? We are gathering all of the things that this person did wrong. We're not listening to anything they say. We're remembering all these things that we're going to say now so as to prove that he is wrong and that we are right in this situation. We're not listening. This is a very important technique to be employed when there are frequent conflicts. Fifth of all, stay in the adult ego state. Don't get into the roles. Remain an adult. Don't become a child or a parent. Tell the truth of what you feel. And also, he suggests, let go of the attachment to the only solution that you have in your mind. There may be other solutions which you haven't thought of. And if we are focused that this has to turn out this way, only this will satisfy me, we are closing our minds to creative possibilities which may be much better than the one we're thinking of.